Hi, Thomas Miller from the Fun Astrology Daily Podcast. Some sad news. You've already probably heard and seen the video that Catherine, Princess of Wales, is fighting abdominal cancer. She's undergone a chemotherapy treatment, at least one. This was the chart that we put up on this platform. The video is still there, where we talked about this back on January the 9th, 72 days ago from the announcement today. This was the chart from her surgery. This is her natal chart in the middle part here, in the inner part. The outer planets, as they were in the sky on January 9th, are on the outside, and it tells a very telling tale that we described back then. The sun in this chart represents her, and it was in the 6th house of health, and it was ruled by Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn. And sitting right next door to Pluto. And we just saw that was a very serious situation. The two malefic planets that, if you know the symbolism, I'm just going to say look it up, but this is very serious, a very serious health situation and a challenge to their relationship, or at least to her relationships in general. Could be with William, could have been with others. Another thing that's interesting now that 72 days later we know is if you look at the moon, was right next to Neptune in the 8th house. The 8th house is also ruled by Pluto, so the strong connection here to her initial health issue, ruled by Pluto. The moon, in this form of interpretation, is the issue itself. And this is why when they say, oh, she just had some abdominal surgery, the thing that didn't smell right from the beginning was how long she was going to be in the hospital and how long they were projecting the recovery. This was a lot more serious than just a routine procedure. Well, let's fast forward to today's video announcement from Catherine herself. And here we see something very interesting. The sun is in the position where the moon was then. Now the sun is right next to Neptune in the 8th house. That's her again. And one thing that we can see from this is exactly what she said in the video. She and her family are going to need time out of the limelight. So in other words, Neptune rules things like secrets, things hidden. They need to be hidden for a while for her to recover. The other thing interesting is the position of the moon. The moon is in the 1st house. That brings this chart, just like the other one, right into her. And the moon is in Virgo, which in medical astrology rules everything about the abdomen. This stuff is absolutely amazing. And I'll tell you, the thing that really is still present in this whole scenario is that this is a very serious situation. It's not just, oh, we're doing this or that. And what we can do as bystanders and observers is that we can send energy. And whether you like the royals or not, whether you like the institution or not, it doesn't matter. This is a human being. So we can send healing love to the family, because this whole area of her relationships, this isn't William's relationship, this isn't the Crown's relationship, this is Catherine. She's been torn up about this from the perspective of her relationships, because obviously her father-in-law is going through this, and William is obviously in here as well. And I know a lot of people say that he has a short temper. Well, now Mars of short tempers is in her relationship house. So I hope that all this works out well for her, and all we can do as fellow human beings is to pray for love and pray for healing. In fact, that's how I'd like to close this video, is just to put my hands on this chart. Would you join me in just sending love into this family and into this soul as they're on this journey?